Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Jeff Relaford, and I thank you for joining me on the Jeff Relaford Show. Because listen, you could have been doing anything else today, right? But you chose on your way home from work, or if you just at home chilling, to tune in to the Jeff Relaford Show. Now, real quick, I want to say this to you. Go ahead, tell your friends and family to download the Online Radio Box app to your Android or your Apple device. So that way you can go ahead and listen to us on the go. And what you do is from there, you type in Biggs Radio Chicago. Okay? Biggs Radio Chicago. And also listen to our sister stations in Indianapolis, Indiana, Pasadena, California, Atlanta, Georgia. And once again, you are kicking it with Jeff Relaford on the Jeff Relaford Show on Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation. Let's go. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you live on another episode of the Life Coach Jeff Show here on WCHI Biggs Radio Chicago. How's everybody doing today? Listen, I know Monday is one of them days. You know, you're not supposed to date the show and all the other stuff like that, but we come on Mondays. I really don't care. I do my thing. So it's just one of them days. It start off to the week, but I hope yours is going good. But whatever you're doing right now, I don't care if you're coming back from home. I don't care if you just at the house chilling. I don't care if you ain't got no job and you just want to go ahead and listen to the Life Coach Jeff Show today. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So, as y'all know, it's only a couple announcements that I say or a few things that I say. So we're going to get this stuff out of the way. And I'm going to say, boom. I got to let y'all know where we at. We here at the Vibe Studios here at 2075 Rush Place. Y'all, it consists of Ryan Reed of the VNO, what you know. Also, myself, Life Coach Jeff of Redirect, Regroup, Refocus. Smooch Wallace, who is Smooch Wallace, baby? If you don't know him, please get to know him because he does a plethora of things. And also Mary Selena K of Rock Truth Radio. Listen, podcast, radio show produced, different things of that nature, the whole nine. This is how we roll. We actually shooting a documentary with Fred Hampton Jr. as well. So that's going great. I've heard great things, great news about that. So let's keep pushing with that thing there. You know, Fred Hampton is a pillar in the community. And just the things that my cousin has seen and been able to do with this brother, it's good stuff. So, yeah, just holler at us if you need stuff. But holler at Life Coach Jeff if you need radio interviews. We on Rejoice 102.3. I got my own stuff going on every Wednesday. And we do Biggs Radio every Monday. This is how we roll, y'all. So let's get it. All right. That's the first announcement. And I also got to let y'all know, listen, it's also, since it is Monday, you got the Life Coach Jeff Show from 5 to 6 p.m. Then Mixtape Monday with Julian St. Chris from 6 to 8. And then the Donna Lynn Big Show from 8 to 10 p.m. Tap in. Because on Monday, we got a great lineup for y'all. So, and if you also need music to get sent in, call us at 773-462-4447 or send us an email at biggsradio@gmail.com. BIGGS radio@gmail.com. And as I shout this out every show, y'all need to tap into Shateria Beauty, people. Okay? That's SHATERIA Beauty. I say this every show. T.L. Williams and his lovely wife, Ruby Gold Smoke, out here doing things. Chicago's #1 vegan haircut line, okay? Listen, y'all ain't seen them on Power 92, 106.3, 3, Rejoice 102, talking about how they giving cancer patients their hair back. Again, I say it every week. I can't make it up. Y'all see the mains. I can't focus on the mains, but I say it every week. Y'all see the mains. Y'all want hair like this because I can't get hair like this. Go to ShateriaBeauty.com. That's www.SHATERIABeauty.com. All right. You know, that's what I say. This is all I have to say as far as the announcements go. But y'all, it's a great day because you know what, y'all, listen, with this lovely ad that I just showed y'all. See, y'all saw T.L. Williams on the show. We had him on a while back here. But now his wife is here with us today. Ruby Gold Smoke, girl. Go ahead, introduce yourself to the people.
Hey, y'all. It's Ruby Gold Smoke here. As you know, I am T.L. Williams' wife. I'm also an artist. As you know, Ruby Gold Smoke and, you know, Shateria Beauty. He just let y'all know what we do. So, yeah, I'm happy to be here on the show. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. No problem. Now, listen, I want to focus a lot on your music, what you do as far as creativity with your music, you know, where you get these ideas. I know you got a video that you just did. Yeah. We're going to touch on that as well. But how'd you get started with all this? Because I know music is different for everybody. Some of us had the same story. I say some of us, like I do music. I'm not an artist at all. But how did all this kind of just stack up for you?
Yeah, that's a great question. Actually, it started off I was 3. So, before I got into music, I was a lover of music.
Mhm.
And my mom would have me from like daycare to kindergarten. I was going to this place called Little Folks Cottage right there on the west side of Chicago because I'm from the west side.
Okay.
And they would have these, different music games that they would play.
Mhm.
And one day, my mom came to pick me up, and my teacher was like, "You need to get her into something
Okay.
because she is performing in front of all the kids
Mhm.
and dancing and singing and everything. Like she needs to be in something because she's performing like she got it."
Oh, okay.
And
So they saw the talent.
they saw the talent, right? So my mom was like, okay. So she did what she knew best because she had a history in dance and was like, I'm gonna put her in all the dance classes. So I took ballet, jazz, hip hop, African, hula, everything.
Hula,
Mm-hmm.
African dance too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what's up.
So that was my first introduction to music, and
Mm-hmm.
I ended up being a choreographer at the Joffrey
Okay.
Ballet, and I was an award-winning resident choreographer for the Harold Washington Cultural Center. And I always was like, man, I want to sing because I was singing the choir
Okay.
a lot at my church.
Gotcha.
So I was like, I want to sing. I don't know how to get into this industry,
Mhm.
but God actually sent me to my husband. Like I was working as a choreographer
Yeah.
at the Black Women's Expo,
Okay.
and he was actually the artist. This artist I was working for was opening up for.
Oh, okay.
So we met backstage, and I got introduced to getting in the music industry through my husband.
Ah.
So
Okay.
I was so interested in the whole process, like
Mhm.
how do you produce, how do you write, how do you, everything. Because I was writing poems, but I was like, how do you do all of this? Because I'm already enamored because I'm a choreographer.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
So he would help me to understand it all. But while he was writing all his albums, he let me be in the writing room. I got a chance to
Okay.
A&R
Yeah.
some of the records because as a dancer and a choreographer, you hear different stuff. You know what's a hit,
Yeah,
what's not a
different.
hit.
Yeah. I feel you.
So I got a chance to work with him always in the music studio when he was working with other artists. So my writing chops started growing,
Okay.
So from his first album to now, I've always written on something. Then I started doing background.
Okay. Okay.
So, I started singing on some of his records.
Mhm.
And I was like, you know what? During the pandemic, 2020,
Mhm.
we was all in the house.
We was
all in the house.
Everybody was in the house. Lockdown, baby.
Yes.
Lockdown.
So I said, hey, I want to learn, like, I want to get to be an artist for real. I don't want to just write on. I want to just, I want to actually be an artist. So I'm going to take some vocal lessons. I'm going to learn how to play. He taught me how to play the bass guitar. And so
That's what's up.
during the pandemic, I played the bass guitar, and I started producing some records with him too.
Okay.
And it was funny because I came to him. I was like, "Can you be my producer? Like, can you?" I sat down and was like, "Babe, can you, like, for real?
Yeah.
Because I know you really do this.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I was respectful, and he came to me and was like, "You know what? What if we became like a duo?" And I was like, "That's dope," because to me, like I hold him at a regard of like Prince.
Okay.
He plays 6 or 7 instruments, and, and he really loves music. So I'm like, yeah, I like that. So my first introduction, I had my partner with me. So my first 4 albums was Where We Go Smoke, and we were a duo.
Okay.
Yep. And I actually went solo literally this year. So my first solo album, Lover's Paradise, is dropped in May of this year. So yeah, it's been like 5 years as an artist. So it's been really cool. That's the whole story of how I got into
it. Now that's what's up, yo. I wish I had somebody to pull me into something and say, baby, let me take you under my wing and show you something.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a message for you. Just letting you know, pull me into something. She is a little later. We got some stuff going on. But that's awesome, yo. I like to hear that because, and I like the camaraderie that y'all have, the teamwork that y'all have.
Mhm.
Y'all play off each other. Y'all energy is always the same. It seems like it never changes between the both of y'all. It's dope. Y'all are
Yeah.
just two great and good people out here.
Yeah.
So shout out to homie Tia.
Yeah. Shout out to you,
big
babe.
dog.
T.O. Williams.
Y'all beautiful,
Yeah.
man. Y'all
Thank
beautiful
you.
out here. So your transition to be a solo artist, do you think it's something hard for you? Do you think it's something that is different because now, I know you still have your husband to like advise and help,
Yeah.
but it's more of you on your own.
Yeah. I actually feel like the first 4 years, when we were a duo, I was actually very nervous. Right.
Oh, even
And
with the duo
even
part.
with the duo. Like I
Okay.
was actually very nervous, but
Yeah.
that was because it was something new.
Mm.
Right. When you're dancing, you don't have to sing. You don't have to be
Exactly.
in front.
Mhm.
So it was something new. And I was like, okay, I got to get used to this.
Okay.
And when it was time for me to go solo, he would ask me every year, hey, you ready? And I'm like, no, not yet. You
Okay.
ready?
Yeah.
No. And so this year he asked me and I was like, I'm ready.
Okay. Okay.
It was a confidence thing. And so
Yeah.
after I already had, the years of learning how to write, the years of producing,
Exactly.
years of musicality, just learning the music business, it was
Mhm.
all about you ready to step out in front, you
Yeah.
know. And sometimes in life you be like second guessing yourself, but
You do.
Yeah. But
I
I
feel
knew
you on that.
like, yeah, this is the time to step out because I know who I am.
And see, I like how you said that because knowing who you are in any type of field, that's what you want.
Yeah.
So many people, at so many times, we do a lot of stuff prematurely.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't like to let things develop.
Right.
I'm glad you took the time to kind of let it develop. And it's good that he asked you too.
Yeah.
He kept it up with you because he looking out for you. He your covering, So
Yeah.
he wants to make sure that you feel comfortable when you get pushed out there in the forefront.
Yes. And then what was so great was that he has already had like a platform, Teacher in Lavender, the label.
Okay.
So, it was like I already had the resources. All I needed was to know who I am and just have a vision, for myself. So, and being an artist, that's what you want to know, the world to know who you are, because that's what you're presenting, who you are. And I'm a lover girl. So
okay,
that's why you got Lover's Paradise.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, let's talk about that, yo. Let's talk about that. Lover's Paradise. What's the whole concept behind this? Like, what's your inspiration behind it?
Yeah, well, if people don't know, but I love Sade.
Okay.
So, like, I would listen to her all day if I had to, if I could. If it was one, artist I had to listen to all day, it was she had my vibe, like that soulful love vibe where you could just, put on the music and get some wine or whatever, you drink tea. It's calming, but it's a vibe. It's a groove, and it feels classic.
Okay.
So Lover's Paradise is like, I wanted it to feel classic, the music to feel like it's timeless. That the lovers can get into it. Or if you looking for love, you single, you can still, because you play your music, when you about to, drink your wine and you in the house by yourself, you need to.
You get to think.
You need
thoughts
something
happen.
too. Right. Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
So that was what it was. It's like a soundtrack for the lovers,
Okay.
or people that want love. It don't matter,
Hey, that's good. Because I'm gonna tell you something. we need more stuff like that nowadays. Because I'm telling you, to me, I'm gonna say it. Yeah, I always say something while we on here. Okay, I feel that it's a lot of rap out here that's oversaturated. Okay, let me get that out first, because every time we go someplace or I go to a showcase or I hear like performances, it's always a lot of rap, but we don't have enough R&B. You know what I mean? We don't have enough people out here who actually singing, who bringing something to the table, who like, okay, I want to listen to them.
Yeah.
And I'm glad, it's refreshing to know that you are bringing that to the table.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, we ain't got enough of y'all out here. And every night, because I can be a tough critic sometimes. I'm all about how you sound when you live. If you at least kind of like the same, you know what I mean? Because that's what's gonna pull a lot of people in. That's how people gonna gravitate towards you.
Yeah,
I done heard a lot of lip syncing.
Well,
I'm gonna say it. I done heard a lot of lip sync. Maybe y'all trying to protect the voice. I'm not an artist, so I don't know about all this stuff. So I'm not gonna prejudge. But I just want to hear a little something, Rob. That's all I want to hear. I just want to hear the vocals. I want to hear the voice. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because when you live, sound is different than the studio. So
yes,
a lot of artists, they're sometimes they're lip syncing because they're like, man, this sound don't sound how I want it to sound.
Okay.
And then other times it just be they just can't do it. So you got two different things.
I done heard some people that just can't do it.
Yeah. So it's just saying.
So I'm gonna give y'all benefit of the doubt. Maybe, just maybe, the sound just wasn't right, and y'all wanted to keep the same vibe. Because see, I didn't know this before. Now that I know, I can say this. You know what I mean? I don't have to be that tough of a critic now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all. Look, I apologize. Maybe you was just off a little bit. Life Coach Jeff didn't know, but I was looking for something. I'm just letting you. I was looking for a little more from you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. I got that out the way. Like I said, I can say it. I ain't gonna let y'all say it. I'm life coach. I give it to them. I don't care. I do not care. So, like you say, for the lovers, you want the lovers to go ahead and gravitate towards this. Do you are there any other styles or influences that you have, or is there any other genres that you would like to?
So it's I love Coldplay. Like alternative rock. I love like a lot of country. Like I like Tori Kelly and I like Kobe Calais.
Okay.
So like all of the songs that you can kind of like story tell. I like that type of stuff. And I like hip hop, but I always like can see myself like doing R&B hook, to a hip hop song.
Okay,
that's that's easy.
Mm-hmm.
Do that in your sleep because
there you go. I hear you.
But those are the types of things, and I love the Isley Brothers. Like I'm really like, if you look at my playlist, it's a lot of old school.
Okay.
A lot of what you know about that, like that type of thing.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you something. When you make timeless music, though, it don't matter about what you know about it. Because what I learned about music is something that you can be very relatable with.
Yes.
And it don't matter if it came out in the 50s or something right now. If you talking about something like, especially emotions, that's why I like R&B music, because you can really pull on those heartstrings with people, and it can really make you think about something. One day you sit down, you might be angry. The next minute you flashing back to when you was in high school all over again.
Yeah, it's really the soundtrack of your life, really, because it gets into R&B, gets into how you feel and relationships, and no matter what type of relationship you have with someone, it's something that you can write about. That you can feel it. So that's one of the reasons why I really love R&B. You can get to the soul of it.
Definitely. Y'all heard her. You can get to the soul of it. Some of y'all need to just get to the soul. I love y'all. I love each and every one of y'all. Some of y'all just need to get to the soul. I can tell. It seemed like when some people sing too, they be holding back a little bit. And I get it. I understand. Maybe you might not feel comfortable. We had a conference. I wish y'all could have been there for that Biggs Radio conference. We was giving out a distribution deal and studio time and video play as well. That's what we was giving away.
Nice.
Like, it was dope. And I think it would have just been nice to have, it's nice when you have people who are experienced in the room. It's nice when you have people who kind of have seen that, who could give knowledge and spread some things. You know what I mean? Because, when I talk about that soul, everybody was dead in that bad boy. And I get it. Again, I'm going to say it again. I get it. Some of y'all, this y'all first time. But when you looking for something, when that passion is in you and you want to sing because it's in you, sometimes you just got to let that thing go.
Yeah.
Now, do you feel like you've gotten to that point where you're creating to where a lot of stuff is just kind of flowing? Do you still have some stumbling blocks here and there when it comes to you writing by yourself, or?
Yeah, so I write with TL, and then I write by myself, and then I'll bring it to him and be like, yeah, what you think about this? Because I always feel like even if you are writing by yourself, that other people are going to see it, hear it, feel it.
Yeah.
So you want to get another eye on it. So even when we're collaborating, or if I'm not collaborating, I'm always asking him like, hey, what you think?
Okay.
But it has not been like a block for me, because it's love never like gets old.
Okay.
True. So if you're writing about your first love, or if you're writing about this dude getting on my nerves, that's all about love. It's it's about relationships.
You're right.
So you can kind of figure out whatever you want to write about, but then I take a lot from my own experiences. So I'm writing about a past relationship. I'm writing about how somebody made me feel.
Mhm.
I'm writing about my current relationship, my husband. I'm writing about maybe the relationship of a person that passed away, maybe my grandma. Like it don't, somebody. It's love is all not just about intimate, relationship.
That's true. Yeah,
So
yeah.
there can be so many things you can write about.
Yeah. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Y'all, she keeping the inspirational juices flowing. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I hope I did. It's been a long day, people. Your boy's still trying to tap in a little bit, but she keeping the juices flowing and creative. And it's true, because that's what you have to do when you're an artist. Everything, you got to be able to pull from everything. You got to be able to just look at things. You might be looking at somebody's interaction that might strike something in you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have times like that when you observing people and you see things, and then that can inspire you to do stuff too?
Yeah. Most of the time I'm inspired by, I love watching like movies and TV. Like I'm a film girly.
Okay.
I love that. And sometimes the things that play out on the screen, I'll be like, that could be a song.
Okay, yeah,
that was inspiring. Or when I'm like, most of the time it's situations I've already been through. So I'm like, I got to make this a song because this was crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Just like my first single from Lover's Paradise was Closer. And that was literally about how when I first saw TL, I wanted to get close to him, but I wasn't sure because at the time, I'm looking like one age, so he might think I'm 13 because I had a client I was choreographing for, and she was 13. Okay. So I had to dress like I was 13, but I'm not. I'm in my 20s at the time.
You go.
So I'm like, man, I want to get close to him, but I don't want him to think, So next time I saw him, I made sure I put on my grown clothes,
There it is.
So,
y'all listening, ladies? Y'all listening, ladies? Look, she had to switch up. She
right.
put on the grown woman clothes. She went after what she wanted.
So then I showed up and I was like, I made sure I was close to him. But that's what that song is about.
Yeah.
About getting close to somebody that you've been eyeing for a minute. Okay. And you like, let's get closer. Okay. Let's figure out what we can get going.
That's awesome. Look at the smile on that man. He like, yeah, that's all me, baby.
Sometimes you got to make yourself available so that they know what to do, because I still let him pursue me at the same time. I just made sure I was there.
That's facts and knowledge, because some women, they be trying to come on strong.
Yeah.
But you got to let the man come to you.
Yeah.
Ladies, in order for God to do his work, sometimes you just have to be available. All right, there it is. See, we giving them lessons on relationships too today. We give them lessons on relationships. If you want to go ahead, easiest way for you to get a man, just be there and let him go ahead chase you. Sometimes you ain't got to be aggressive. You ain't got to just make yourself be available. No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, he agreed. He look at that. He like, that's what she did to me, dog.
Yep.
Oh man, that's good stuff. And you know what? Like I say, I love the way that you incorporate him.
Mm-hmm.
And everything, and you respect his leadership, decision making, that type of stuff. And it's not even about it's not even about the whole marriage thing. It's more so about just the knowledge.
Yeah.
Where you're trying to go,
Yeah. It's like I said earlier on, when we got together, I was interested in what he was doing. I wasn't like,
exactly,
because I could have just been like, oh, you in the studio? Okay, that's all right, cool. I'll wait till you done, but I was like, kind of annoying. Like, to the point where he's producing and I'm like, how do you do that? I'm asking questions. He's like,
he's probably looking at you like, really?
What's she? So he literally was like, you get on this laptop over there and you just learn, come to me for questions,
Okay. The mentorship. Okay. You had to work your way in that thing.
Yeah. So it wasn't like, he, because it was a marriage thing. No, I couldn't just be coming in his space. I really respected it. So it was a lot of learning and developing because I really wanted to do it.
Mm-hmm. And see, that's what I feel some people are missing too, that drive. You can tell when an artist really wants to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell when an artist is really hungry for what they want. And I've just seen so many of them, interviewed a lot of them, just talked to a lot of them. And it's like when you start asking certain questions like, well, where do you want to go with your music? Where do you see yourself in the next 5-10 years? If you haven't even projected it out that far, do you think you're even capable of doing better? And I ask people if they think they're capable of doing better, because depending on how you answer and respond to that question,
Yeah.
that's a very big thing.
Yeah.
Because you gotta want to do better for yourself. You
Mhm.
gotta want to have the knowledge, and I like that about you because you wanted to seek. you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And it don't sound like you cut it off either, because you're still learning and growing, right?
No, yeah, yeah. I just released my first solo album, and
Mhm.
I'm still learning as I'm going. But my main thing is I'm trying to impact people's
Yeah.
lives. I'm trying to inspire love.
Mhm.
A lot of people, especially in the dating, I want to say the dating box, because I don't even know. I'm not in that box no more. But
Oh yeah.
a lot of them are. We did like this panel where we were on the panel,
Okay.
and
That's awesome.
a lot of the singles today are like kind of like having these gender wars where they like, no, the man's supposed to do this, and I'm just like, I just want to inspire y'all to stop arguing and love on each other.
Come on.
Yeah,
and me and my wife, that's the gripe that we have. That's what gets on our nerves a lot of times. It's like, yo, why can't men and women just kind of talk about what they want? And if somebody has something that they can't offer you, just leave them alone.
That's it.
Why are we stressing the point here? Why are we trying to make somebody see what you got? Apparently, if he or she didn't notice it the first time, that's something that don't interest them.
Yeah.
Move on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So as an artist, that's my goal, is to impact through love.
That's good. That's good. And see, now I gotta say this. When you creating these songs about love, sometimes, just sometimes, these inspirations and things might get a little too, how can I put it? How do you separate? Who was I? Because I had a conversation with my guy, Don, about this. He said sometimes it's hard for him to separate that emotional trauma experience from you trying to actually make the impact and keep the message. Now, I didn't get too deep with my boy to ask me these questions because I didn't want to turn into a whole life coach, Jeff. But do you find that to be hard sometimes?
Well,
not going too far with the music, because love it's an emotion.
Yeah, good question. I most of the time I feel like when you think that you're about to go too far, there's a line when you're writing, and I feel TL always talk to me about like, can the audience understand what you're saying?
Okay.
Right. And so if you getting too far in your emotions, at one point they're not going to understand where them emotions coming from. Exactly. Right. So your music, even though you are speaking about love or talking about love, singing about it, rapping about it, whatever, the audience have to know what they have to be able to relate to it. So if I get too far in my emotions, then I'm probably gonna be just personally talking about myself, and ain't nobody gonna be able to relate to the same thing that I'm talking about.
Exactly.
So I don't get too far in my emotions where I'm just specifically talking about this person because I'm angry. Because it's not gonna reach them. And then the other thing is I do therapy every week, so I ain't got no.
Okay, yeah. So and see the thing is, and that's another thing. See, a lot of times I'm glad that Black folk are now starting to embrace therapy and different things of that nature, because it used to be looked at as something like, okay, well, you're doing this. No, you're not crazy.
No.
It's that sometimes we have to get our thoughts out to somebody who is not close to us, that can give us a biased opinion. We know that they have our best interests at heart, but sometimes you need to talk to somebody outside of your circle who could just hear what you're saying and help you dissect some things.
Yeah, and even like going further than dissecting it, they give you tools.
Yes.
So, because everybody thinks that therapy is supposed to be something that you do every day, all day. Like once you go to therapy, you got to go to therapy all the time, but that's not true. Once you go to therapy, you're supposed to be getting tools on how to regulate your emotions, how to understand what's going on and process things. And as you get those tools and you develop, you shouldn't need to keep going every week. You should be able to, okay, this how I learned to cope with this emotion when it comes up, and this trigger or this, it's tools. Just like, life coaching, I'm sure that you give tools to people. So the best therapy is when you don't need it as much because you've learned the tools, So yeah.
There it is. Tell them something. Teach them something. When you don't need people like me and therapists as much, that means you're doing your job.
Yeah.
Come on, because Lord knows. Y'all be putting a hurting on a brother, man. Y'all make it seem like y'all need me all the time. Everything you got is inside of you. And now see, I say that to say this also. How did you feel when you realized that you had it inside of you to go solo? Because I'm telling you, man, that thing, whenever you're trying to embark on a new journey and a different endeavor on your own, like sometimes you are saying you're not good enough.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you are battling with that whole 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like, I know I can do it, but I can't. Because I asked you that question because there are a lot of young and new artists out there that are trying to either push to go solo, or they might be a part of a group and they might love the whole group thing, and they could be the strongest one in the group, but they had nobody tell them, hey, you actually good out here.
First of all, I always thank God for my husband, because he wasn't trying to like keep me in a group.
Okay.
Right. He was, at some groups they break up, it wasn't even like that. It was just like, hey, I know who you are. I know you're great. So I'm giving you this opportunity to be like, hey, you want to go solo, and to give your voice to the world.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I felt like, hey, you deserve to be able to tell your stories, right? When you going solo or being an artist, you're telling your story. Unless you like doing a gimmick or something. But you're telling your story and who you are, and you sharing that with the world. So I felt like, hey, what if I'm going to live this artist life, and I feel like it's my calling to do so, why am I holding back? It's time to go and give the gift that God gave me. Right? So that's how I got the gumption to say, you know what, I'm ready. Because why am I holding back? Why am I being timid with the gift?
True. Yeah, I hear you.
You can train, and I could be like, okay, yeah, but then it becomes a crutch when you
say that. Come on. Now see, that's it. Because that's the thing. You can, like, a lot of people feel that they just have to keep getting knowledge. But when are you gonna finally accept the fact that you already know?
Yes.
You've learned a lot. You've taken in so much information. Sometimes God gave you that information so you can actually apply it, maybe right now or very soon.
Yes. And just like in school, when you have science and you will have like where you have to read about the thing and then you have to do the actual experiment, the lab work.
Yep.
That's what it is. You can't just be, okay, I'm reading, I'm learning, I'm all the time. You have to do it, because you're not going to learn nothing if you're not doing it. So you're going to make some mistakes. You're going to, but are you being who you're supposed to be?
That part. You got to be true to this. You got to be, and a lot of times you got to make it as your authentic self, people. And I get it. A lot of times when you look at these artists and stuff, it is a character involved. I can see that a little bit, but you still got to be you too.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I really want to see you. I care less about the character, because at the end of the day, you put on your shoes the same way, you communicate with people, you do everything just like I do. So if I'm seeing the character all the day and then you finally want to be human, I'm thinking you this person.
Yeah. And I think to that point, a lot of people, they'll see other artists out here and they'll think like, oh, I got to be a character like them. And I'm like, Cardi B is actually like that, right? Like, that's her.
Exactly. Like, that is her. Like, yo, she doesn't change. She doesn't change at all. She is the same 24/7.
Yeah. So they'll try to be someone they're not. And for me, like, you see, like, if you look at my videos, that's me. That's how I am. My husband will tell you, if you see something that's sexy, that's me. I'm sexy. I'll be almost what you call it. Well, he always say this, you're smoldering.
That is a great choice of words, sir. He said smoldering. I might have to steal that tonight and talk to my wife about smoldering.
Yes. He got me at smoldering.
That's great stuff. Smoldering. I'm telling you, dog. I'm using that.
Smoldering. Yeah.
It's great. But I like that, Joe. You have to, because you have to be authentically you. And let's talk about your video as well. Good video.
I like what I saw.
Thank
I like what I
you.
saw. Dancing, the choreo, everything you was doing. That's a good video. Let's talk about the inspiration behind that.
Yeah, so I'm assuming you're talking about Closer.
Yes, closer. Yep.
Yes, so Closer, like when I told you about how the song came about.
Yeah. Yep.
But the music video, I wanted to like capture that type of feel of meeting somebody or working around someone for a
Mhm.
while and wanting to get close to them. And so
Yep.
that's why you see that opening scene where I'm in the office. We're in the office setting.
Yep.
But I asked Bay, I was like, this about you. Would you like to be the leading man? And he
Come
was
on
like,
now.
He was like, who, me? And I was like, yeah, you know. So he plays the leading man. If you didn't see it, that's who he is. That's my husband. That's Bay. And the choreography was linked up with Michael Henderson. Mike
Okay.
Henderson, MH Choreography. Shout out to you. He did the choreography. So
Okay.
I told him the vision and how I wanted to be like have a sexy chair scene, but I wanted to be in charge. So he was like, okay, let's tie the men up. Let's blindfold them.
Yep.
And you in charge, you know?
There it is.
So that was dope. And then TJ, Tyree Williams was the videographer.
Okay.
So the team came, you know, all together. And then I had some great dancers with me, Lori and Uriah. So yeah, it was an amazing video. Love that shoot. I feel like when people are looking at music videos that they should feel like how we used to feel when we would look at MTV.
Man.
You know, like when we would look at Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Like they should feel like, oh man, this you're taking me into a world. You know, I like film.
Exactly.
And I'm an actor as well. So that's one of the things that I like to bring to my music videos. But yeah, the direction of that video, I'm so proud of it because it really captured how I felt, you know.
Okay. That's good.
So yeah.
Good. That's what's up. Life imitating art, people. Life imitating art. It's a good thing. She being true to herself. She putting it out there. She's letting y'all see it. Y'all better grab a hold. Closer, baby. Grab a hold. You said you act too.
Yes. I'm currently on Chicago PD as Simone Morgan.
Boom. There it is. Simone Morgan is in the building of Chicago PD. Y'all didn't know. Y'all know now.
Yeah. So it's crazy. Like when I first got the role, it was just a small role at the time, and I was like grateful.
Okay.
You know, my Teacher in Lavender. I don't know if you all know about Teacher in Lavender, but Teacher in Lavender is a label and talent agency that my husband T.O. Williams has, and so I'm one of the artists on there and the talent on there. So he helped me get that gig, and they only wanted photos at first.
Really?
So this is like crazy. Like they only wanted photos at first, and I was fine.
Okay.
Simone Morgan, I was playing a character that had was murdered. So one of the episodes already like aired. So that's public knowledge now.
Okay.
But Simone Morgan's character is already passed away, murdered. And so they were like, we just want to take photos of you and the spouse. So I was like, okay, cool. Right. And God works all the time.
All the time. Girl, you better say that.
So right after I did that shoot, I was like, okay, great. I'm gonna be in the episode. Great. They called me back. They was like, we want to film you. And I was like, film? Ain't I'm dead? Okay, all right. So I have a reoccurring role.
Okay.
So yeah, we just went to our mid-season finale. We come back January 7th. So catch me as Simone Morgan on Chicago PD, Channel 5 and Peacock.
Y'all don't understand, man. Again, people be moving. Can we get there? There you go. Hand claps, baby. Hand claps. Because again, people are moving and shaking out here. And some of y'all not. Some of y'all not, but y'all should be, because there's opportunity out there for each and every one of y'all. That's why I try to have guests on the show every week or all the time that are doing something, because y'all need to get inspired out there and know that it's opportunity. Y'all be sitting back thinking that this stuff just gonna knock on the door and just say, hi, how you doing? I'm here. No, baby, you got to get it.
Yes.
You got to move. You got to shake. Sometimes you got to just be in some places that you don't want to be at in order to network with some people. Believe me, I do it all the time. And I can come up on some gems, but Jesus. All right, enough about me doing that, because sometimes I'll be feeling like I got to go to the trenches. Anyway, but yeah, so I love that. Do you want to continue to do more acting?
Yeah,
as this goes on?
I have been auditioning for roles, and I've been in Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, and my husband is trying to tell me what other stuff I've been in because he knows them all. But The Bear, Dark Matter.
You was in Dark Matter.
So yeah.
Oh snap! Hold on, now I got to play that back because I was watching Dark Matter.
So I'm in the next season that's going to be airing this coming winter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, y'all got to check out Dark Matter. Dark Matter is a dope show.
Yeah.
Please check that out. And she's in it.
Yeah.
There you go. Boom, bada bam. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And I can't do a lick of no acting. Lord knows I can't sing. I can't sing worth nothing. I try to hold something for you now. It's over with. They gonna kick me off my own show for trying to sing. It ain't gonna work. But I love the fact that y'all both of y'all, and you especially, are multi-talented. You know, you're doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I'm glad that you've chosen more than one lane to be in. Because I feel like when you're an artist, a lot of times you have the opportunity to get in these lanes. You just got to try to find out how you can express yourself in different ways, right? Is that kind of the thing?
Yeah. And when I started out like doing like dance, I was in a lot of musicals, plays and playing roles in those. And then I decided like, hey, I want to learn some film. So I started taking film classes back in like 2013.
Okay.
And then as I became an artist, I told TL like, hey, I'm thinking I should get back into acting, because I did it back in my 20s, but I want to do more film, less theater work, but more film work. Get into that, especially shout out to CineSpace being in Chicago. So that's really like a hub, for film now.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, let's figure this out because that's what I want to do. And he's always like, yeah, do it because he did it. He was on Empire for 5 seasons. And a lot of people don't know it because he got hair now, but he didn't have hair then.
Yeah.
So if you need to go see that, you just go look at one of the Empire's episodes. You'll see him. So I always feel like he always goes through something before I go through it.
Okay.
And so I'm always like, yeah, so
you got a precursor.
Yeah. So I'm like blessed that way because I'm like, yeah, so you did this, that, and the third. What's the best way to go about this? And he's always like, yeah, I'll tell you. And that's one thing that I feel like a lot of people should look for in a partner. Someone that's not going to be like jealous or not wanting to help you if you want to do something. He's always supportive. So yeah.
My wife sent me a reel, and it was very interesting. I'm glad we touched in on this real quick about the man just being guided in a way because essentially, the man being the head, how it's interpreted, the man is supposed to be the head, but it's not supposed to be in an authoritative role. He's supposed to be a guider, a leader, a protector in that way. Not supposed to say whatever I say goes.
Right.
It's more of a like, if that's why when you said he saw something, he's been through it before you, he's the precursor. I tell my wife, I tell you this all the time. Sometimes it's things that I got to see first, and then you go through it because that's how God designed it. That's just how He made it. If I'm supposed to cover you, pretty much, if you shield it from the car in the rain, guess what's gonna hit the rain first? The car. The rain is gonna hit the car first.
Yeah.
You can't cover something unless you're not willing to get hit first. So that's the deal. So the thing is, us as men, we are going to see a lot of stuff first or go through things so that we could go ahead and regurgitate and give y'all that information back to help y'all.
Yeah, because then we actually go further that way, because...
just tell it to them. Just tell it to them so they get the knowledge, Ruby. Just tell them.
We go further that way because it's like we got the information that most people didn't have the pleasure of getting because they didn't have that head, or they didn't have the vision or visionary to go out and look, so I'm grateful. I'm a kept woman, okay? Let me tell you, I'm a kept woman over here.
You better let them know. See, that's why I love Black love. That's why I love Black love. I love healthy marriage. Just gonna make me cry out here, man. Oh, okay, let me gather myself. But what I want to know, what is also next for you on your plate, girl? Because you have things going on. You got a lot of things. You have a lot of great things.
Yeah. So the second single from Lover's Paradise came out. That's Roll With You.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah. So that was fun. That's choreographed by myself.
Okay.
So that was fun. It's directed by T.L. Williams. And so Roll With You is just like that R&B 90s vibe,
Yeah, it's a good joint, y'all.
Yeah.
It's a good joint.
Produced by T.L. Williams. He produced all my stuff. Because, who else? And so that's definitely something y'all should check out. And then I also, Shateria Beauty. Shateria Beauty has, you see it. I'm announcing it right here. I think this is the first radio podcast that got this information, but Shateria Beauty has been selected as a beauty vanity exhibitor at the Cosmoprof Miami 2026.
Okay.
That's in January, and we are launching our Chocolate Edge Control Gel that day.
Chocolate Edge Control. I ain't got no edges, but I can use them to get it control. We can put something here.
Yes. So you just got the exclusive.
Okay, that's what's up. See, we also give out exclusive information. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's beautiful.
Yeah, so it's the healthier way to lay your edges. And it smells like chocolate. So
okay. See, just go ahead, talk about Shateria Beauty for a brief moment here, because I shout this out every show.
Yes.
I make sure I do it every show so these people know what's going on, because this is real life for y'all. This is not this y'all. Shateria Beauty ain't no gimmick. It's not fake.
No.
It's nothing like that. Shateria Beauty is the real deal. And the thing is, if I had hair off the stories that I've heard, I do have hair, by the way.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm bald by choice. I cut my hair low by choice. I'm not losing no hair by any means. But if I chose to let my hair grow out,
yeah,
that would be it. Go ahead. I'm trying to let them know, brother. This will be it right here. Again, you see the mains. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to take up all that time.
No,
talk about it. Go ahead.
Yeah, Shateria Beauty. We are a plant-based vegan hair care line for curls and locks and whatever you got going on. It's co-founded by T.L. Williams and myself. And one of the things that we wanted to do was, first of all, we had our own hair issues. And one of the things we were like trying to tackle was like, okay, how do you get rid of flakes and dryness and all of this stuff?
Yeah.
And so our first product was our apple cider vinegar and aloe vera clarifying shampoo. And that was something that was multifunctional for both of us, right? We are in the same family. And a lot of people, they always buy shampoo for each household. If I got locks, he got curls, we got to use 2 different products. But we decided, hey, why don't we just make one shampoo that works for both? So that's what we did. And it's funny because when I went to, like back in the pandemic, everybody was I was doing a lot during the pandemic. Like I wasn't trying to waste no time. And I went back to school to finish my business degree. And I only had 1 year left, and I was going online. And my professor had us do a assignment saying, like, create a business that you feel like the world needs. And we had already had like music businesses, so we were like, I don't know what I'm gonna do for this assignment. So I took it to TL, and I was like, any ideas? Like, tell me. I don't know what to do. We have art. We love. I don't know what else I love. And he was like, well, you love hair, because doing hair and we was already making our own stuff at the house, for ourselves, using apple cider vinegar. And he started just like, it was like God just took over his body, and he just started talking about Shateria Beauty. We're gonna name it Shateria Beauty. which is my middle name, Shateria.
Okay.
And so we were named Shateria Beauty, and he made the logo, like, and just started saying, like, we need to do this. We need to do this. So I do the assignment, make a whole entire business plan. I put down what we're gonna do, the 5-year plan, the financials, everything.
Okay.
I submit this assignment. Mind you, this is a mock business, not a real business at the time, a mock business. And I submit it. Now I don't know what my professor looks like, who they are, because I literally would just do my homework, submit it, and just keep going. Right? I was trying to get done with this last year, and my professor wrote a note. This is the first time I had a note written to me about my assignment.
Oh wow, okay.
It was an A+, and it was my last assignment before I graduated. And the professor was like, "Yes, I am a Black woman with curly hair, natural hair, and I believe this product will be something that my friends and family would love, and I would love. I think you guys should actually do this." And I was like, "Okay." And literally, we started when we had our first formula 2 days before I walked across the stage to graduate.
Wow.
And then we started, and we got a Amazon Business Accelerator grant, and just started launching everywhere. And it was just like, it was ordained by God, because like I said, he just started coming up with all of this, and I'm like, okay, head. Okay, you know. And the whole idea was like, we needed stuff that came from plants. Yeah, that's what we needed. Because we were seeing so many people and ourselves suffering from, you know, like irritation, diseases and stuff, just because of the things that were inside products that were chemicals, synthetic polymers, all of this stuff, phthalates, formaldehydes, all in our hair because of the products. And so we were like, we got to use plant-based ingredients. And so we always use plant-based ingredients. There are no chemicals, anything like that. And so now we have a whole line. We have Apex beard oil for the guys. We have shampoos, conditioners, curl styling gels, premium vegan growth oil, and testimonies were coming back from customers about their hair growing. And one customer was a cancer survivor, and she started just sending us all these videos and pictures, and we were like, what? Wow. Okay. And she was like, yeah, I just stopped doing chemo literally in September, and I started using y'all products literally right afterwards. So she used it from September 2024 to January 2025, and grew her hair back.
Wow. Told y'all, I can't make it up. This ain't me. This is them.
Yeah.
And this for the people.
So if you want to get you some Shateria Beauty, you go to shateriabeauty.com, SHATERIA beauty.com. We are also on Amazon. We're on Walmart and every beauty trends. Yeah, that's where you can get them up. And we'll be at Cosmoprof launching our newest product, the Chocolate Edge Control Gel.
That is awesome. When I tell y'all, people, they are moving and shaking and moving, shaking and baking. Everything that's got a shake, a quake, a move, anything. That's what they doing. That's just what they doing. So, man, when I tell you, I have enjoyed you and what y'all got going on, what you have going on, everything that you have going on, girl, because you are involved, you are moving, you are a great inspiration for people out here to really pull something from your start to where you are now. I'm just glad you took some type of direction. A lot of people, they don't want to take direction. They don't want to try to learn things to help themselves grow, you know, and I'm just grateful that, you know, even you got TL in front of you, helping you with all this stuff, but you're just open to the knowledge.
Yeah. I think that's the only thing that you can do. Like when you're not an ambitious or open person, you gotta like block all your blessings. You know, because I feel like God wants you to start, right?
Facts, yeah.
I feel like when you procrastinate, that's you being so arrogant, thinking that God just gonna give it to you. It's there for you,
Take the shot.
but you can't be procrastinating about it. You got to start so he can be like, all right, here you go. You know,
Come on, just
I remember wanting to go back to school, and I literally told T, I was like, I don't know why I want to finish this because I don't really need it. We already got a business. Why do I need my business degree? But why do I want to finish? Like I feel like it. And had I not went back, that assignment wouldn't have been given to us. And he wouldn't have said what he said. We wouldn't have Shateria Beauty.
That's true. All things work together for good.
So you got to start.
Come on. Y'all heard it. Y'all just got to apply it. I ain't had to give y'all nothing. She laid down the accountability. She told y'all what to do. She told you what, she incorporated God in it. My job is done. Yeah, I'm good. My job is done. So Ruby, go ahead. Put your socials out. Let the people know they can find you, your videos, everything you got going. Say it now.
Yes. So you can find me. I'm Ruby Gold Smoke. That's RUBYGLD Smoke. I'm on Instagram, Ruby Gold Smoke. YouTube, everywhere is RUBYGLD Smoke. If you want to check out Tea Tree and Lavender, that's TEA Tree TREE Lavender LAVENDAR. I think I spelled that wrong. But yeah, I just spelled that right. .com. So teacherandlavender.com. And then if you want to catch me on Chicago PD, make sure you're watching starting January 7th at Simone Morgan. You're gonna love it. And then Shateria Beauty, SHATERIA beauty.com. We're on Walmart, Amazon, Beauty Trends. So Beauty Trends is an actual store. You can go in and walk in there, you know, if you didn't know. So yeah, that's where you can catch us at.
Boom, y'all. All right, that's enough said. We about to end the show. It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you on WYCA. Wow, I just said WYCA like I'm on Rejoice 102.3. This ain't that.
Because you inspired. That's all.
Yeah, I'm inspired. There it is. I'm inspired. That's what it is. This is WCHI Biggs Radio Chicago in the building. Y'all know it's all right. This is what we do sometimes. But let's get it, baby. Biggs Radio, Life Coach Jeff show. Great having you here, Ruby.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you. And y'all, we're gonna be back again next week. So as always, redirect, regroup, refocus. And I love y'all. We love y'all so very much. Peace out.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Jeff Relaford, and I thank you for joining me on the Jeff Relaford Show. Because listen, you could have been doing anything else today, right? But you chose on your way home from work, or if you just at home chilling, to tune in to the Jeff Relaford Show. Now, real quick, I want to say this to you. Go ahead, tell your friends and family to download the Online Radio Box app to your Android or your Apple device. So that way you can go ahead and listen to us on the go. And what you do is from there, you type in Biggs Radio Chicago. Okay? Biggs Radio Chicago. And also listen to our sister stations in Indianapolis, Indiana, Pasadena, California, Atlanta, Georgia. And once again, you are kicking it with Jeff Relaford on the Jeff Relaford Show on Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation. Let's go.